Hello and welcome to this week's BNz World Report. I am your host, Angela Ray, where we will discuss global topics and events from around the world. Our first story comes to us from news9.com under education, and it's a rather sad story. 75% of Oklahoma high school students can't name the first president of the United States. Not a good thing. A recent survey found that only 1 in 4 Oklahoma high school public school students could name the first president of the United States. And apparently these students were given a test similar to the one that's given to people who are taking the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services test. And this survey was commissioned in conjunction with the Oklahoma Council of Public Affairs in observance of Constitution Day. Now, this does not come to a surprise to some of the people who were behind this study, including Brandon Dutcher. He's with the conservative think tank, and they wanted to know how much Oklahoma students knew about public service and civic knowledge. And they found that not only did Oklahoma students lack this knowledge, but also many students in Arizona seem to be missing some of the same types of questions, but not knowing the first president of the United States. So let's see what my producer knows. All right, Jay, can you name the 39th president of the United States? 39.
39 president.
Let's go back. What's Obama?
He's the 44.
Okay, so who was 43?
George Bush.
So who was 42?
George Bush.
Big Willie, that was Clinton. Oh yeah, see, okay, it's all good, it's all good. See, even my producer was having just a little bit of challenges with the presidents. All right, our next story comes to us from usatoday.com. Mexico's healthcare is luring thousands of Americans. So imagine this. Let's say that you can get all of your exams, your eye exams, your dental exams, your x-rays, no deductibles, no limits, all for $250 a year. Sounds like maybe the United States needs to go check this out, because all you have to do to get this type of healthcare is to move to Mexico. And apparently many retirees are moving to Mexico to get this type of healthcare. Now, the United States, of course, is in its own healthcare overhaul right now, and because so many people have not been able to afford adequate healthcare here in the States, they are moving south of the border. Now, as a part of this particular healthcare system, people have to be a part of the Mexican Social Security Institute. That's who provides this $250 per year health care. And some people really think that the health care that they provide is very good. One of the former United States citizens, Jessica Moyo, age 59, formerly of Hollywood, Florida, say that they take really good care of them. Now, it's unclear how many Americans actually use this healthcare system in Mexico, but about 40,000 to 80,000 Americans now reside in Mexico. Again, this is from usatoday.com, and you can read more about that story on our website at Brand News. Next, from theexaminer.com, a federal judge rules that police cannot detain people for openly carrying guns. All right, so this story comes to us from New Mexico. Earlier, during the month of September, a United States district judge ruled that people cannot be detained simply because they are openly carrying a gun unless there's reason to believe a crime is afoot. So how did all this start? Well, let's take you back a few months. A gentleman in New Mexico by the name of Matthew St. John entered a movie theater carrying a gun on his holster. He carried the gun in, he sat down, he was going to enjoy the movie, but the theater owner decided to call police. Well, police came in, the gentleman had not done a thing, had him escorted out of the theater, took his gun, had him put it in his car. They went through all kinds of personal information, and there was no reason to think that this young man was going to do anything, so he sued. And of course, the judge sided in his favor. And just so that you know, it is actually legal in 42 states to openly carry a gun, and some of them do not require a license, and I think that's pretty interesting. All right, coming to us next from naturalnews.com, a chemical cocktail in consumer products destroys male fertility. All right, so listen up if you're out there and you're trying to have a baby and there seems to be some challenges, this story might be for you. Hormone disrupting chemicals found in a variety of consumer products are destroying the male reproductive system. And this is according to a report released by the nonprofit group Chem Trust. An increasing number of widely used chemicals are being exposed as endocrine disruptors. Many of them are found in common items such as cosmetics, cleaning products, and even foods. Most of these simulate the action of the female sex hormone estrogen. So what are some of these particular kinds of additives and agents? Things like aluminum, MSG, pesticides. All of these could potentially be harming the male reproductive system. And again, this story comes to us from Natural News, but you can read more about it on our website at Brand News. And finally, just want to say that our thoughts and prayers are with the families of those people in Georgia and Tennessee who have been affected by the recent rains and the recent floods. Here in North Carolina, we definitely know all about flooding. We are always impacted by hurricanes, especially during this time of year. So again, our thoughts and prayers are with you. And that's it for this week's BNz World Report. Again, I'm your host, Angela Ray, and for more news that you can use 24 hours a day, feel free to visit our website at brandnews.com. Make it a great week. Jay, I thought you knew that Big Willie came right after W. Come on now.
I was just thinking that, okay.
Bush 1, Bush 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Big Willie would not be happy to find out that we forgot about that.